is like it's repetition. It's like muscle memory. And the and you only get better. That's why I don't profess to know sales, because I can't teach it like he teaches it. I don't know it well enough. Even though I've been in the Sandler program for years, I'm still not as versed enough to be, walking around telling people I can teach it. So I understand totally. Even when I found him, or if I find other Sandler trainers, they all have different ways of presenting the information. They all have different examples and they have their own experiences. So you can gain a lot from watching them over and over again, and also taking notes, and then also finding other people that to teach on these same topics. So yeah, it's a lot there, and I hope you guys really take the time out to go deeper into it. Valerie, are you back with us?
I was muted, sorry.
Nah, you fine. So what did you think about that? Did you finish it?
Yeah, I did. The same as the last week's one. It's good information. Just gotta, put it to use.
Okay, great. So the next this oh man, what happened? This part of the training for me was really exciting. I don't know why, but I guess because this information leads to getting me where I want to be. Knowing the prospect's pain, as they say it, is was it another new concept for me? Have you ever heard that? Have you guys ever heard of this? Identify the prospect's pain, or finding the person's pain. Have you guys ever heard of this concept at all?
Not pain, but motivation.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's one and the same.
They could be, but yeah, but they're a little different. Because pain is a different kind of motivation than just, other motivations. Pain, when you're in pain, it supersedes everything else. Like I read a story when I was reading when I first, I don't know what Sandler book it was in, but he had went over a example of a person, just a regular person who went to the doctor. And this person used to always never wanted to spend any money. He never followed up with the doctor. He never did what the doctor recommended. He never, I guess it might have been like I don't know if it was like a made up person, but the person just didn't follow the doctor's recommendations. And he just always felt like the medical industry was, a ripoff, and, majority of the stuff that the doctors be telling him were, just to get him to, spend more money, or, whatever it was, whatever the case may have been. Until he went to the doctor, and then he found out he came down with something ill, and it went from him not, and this is me just rushing through the story, but it went from him not wanting to spend a dime to what he said, and it stuck with me what he said. It went from dude penny pinching to blank check. And what that mean was, once he was in a situation where the doctor was his only solution, there was no price that he wouldn't pay for what the doctor had to offer. Did that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So identifying the prospect's pain. These are some leading questions that'll help you get to this place. Uncover the problem and their potential impact to identify reasons for doing business. Tell me more about that. Can you be more specific? Give me an example. How long has this been a problem? What have you tried to do about that? Has anything you've tried worked? How much do you think this cost you? How do you feel about how much this has cost you? What kind of trouble does this cause you? How have you given up trying to deal with this problem? So it's like, obviously you're not gonna just run it down like that. You fit in these conversations, these questions into the conversation. Once you get to talking about like why you're there and when you're in front of them. And in home care or assisted living, we already know. And the salesperson, you already know what they you know, for the most part, generally, you don't know the specifics of their situation, but you understand because of the industry we in, and we already been, you know, been